Voting for the 2017 Legacy Awards concluded last week, and at this time we are announcing the winner for the Breakthrough Male Athlete this year. From Ouachita Baptist, the all-purpose back, Allie Freeman. Allie, thanks for joining us and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
So, obviously as a Breakthrough Athlete, it means it's your first year in the league. What were the first things, or I guess the things you took away from your first year with the Tigers?
Well, it's a very different game coming from the high school that I came from, small school out of Little Rock. I just realized that things were a lot faster, happening faster. I had to pay way closer attention to what was going on. You had to be in sync with your teammates. Everything had to come together. There was nothing that couldn't be off point, or else something wasn't gonna go right. So I would feel like just the speed of the game and adjusting on the fly, trying to get things down. I feel like that was the biggest takeaway from my first year.
And so when you got there, what was the role as Coach Knight explained to you when he brought you in the campus, and did you quickly take on a bit more roles as the season wore on?
Yes, my main focus when I was recruited, I was recruited as a return specialist. So punt return, kick return, especially the punt return game, that was something that I knew I would have a shot at doing, and I had a chance to go in and prove myself in that area. But I knew that I just didn't want to be back there returning. I wanted to be a part of the game. I wanted to be in there. I wanted to get in there, get in the action. And so as time went on, I felt like there were some things I needed to prove that I could do, and some abilities that I felt like I had, that I was able to contribute. And I just kept working. I kept working hard. I didn't complain, and just kept my head down, kept focused, and some real good things happened for me.
When did you first feel like you had reached a level of success there? Like, what game did you find things start to click for you there, just in general?
Well, I feel like it was the Northwestern Oklahoma State game, and I had just been given the chance to start, and coach put me out there. He's like, "Okay, we're gonna give you a go," and that was when one of my mentors, one of the guys I looked up to, Cavante Pope, went down, and then from that moment on, I knew that I would have to take on a bigger role. And in that game, it wasn't my first touchdown that I scored. It was I believe my second. But I was way more involved in the offense, and it showed that if you just keep working, keep your head out, keep working hard, and it was paying off. And I couldn't have been more happy. The guys, my teammates, they were happy for me, and that made it a whole lot easier going forward. And now I'm just looking forward to what's next.
And then which would you say, you mentioned obviously the Northwestern, what game would you feel like he had everything going for you with the returns, and then you became a pretty good threat as a receiver, and also you ran the ball a bit? What game do you look back to and say, that's when I had my best day?
My best game, I would have to say, is I would say the Harding game.
Okay.
And because I felt in the return game, I had some really good returns that I almost took back. But, they were close. They almost took them back. But I scored a receiving touchdown in that game as well. So I feel like in that game, I really got it going. Things really started to roll. And just week after week, I was just trying to get better and better. And it happened really fast, honestly. It did. I didn't see any of that coming. But like I said, it's just I'm blessed, and things just happened in a certain way, and I couldn't be happier with what has happened right now so far.
Certainly with Cavante and with you guys were stellar in the return game this year, and as 99.5% of us don't ever get the experience of return, certainly on the punt side, what is that like? Well, two things. To catch the ball knowing that there are 11 guys gunning right after you and you don't have a head start, and you got make everyone miss. And then also when you break that last line defense and you've got open field to the end, describe those two, I guess, reactions that you have to go through on a given return.
Yeah. So when you're back there on punt return, I mean, you're not alone because you got your guys up there on the line blocking for you, but in a sense you are. And so when the ball's in the air, you're thinking, okay, I have a split second to make a decision on where I'm gonna go. First, I gotta catch it. That's the main thing. I have to catch the ball. Do not drop the ball. Don't fumble it. We want possession of the ball. Second thing, once I catch it, I have to get my head down and I have to survey what holes are open. And then, after that, it's an adrenaline rush. From the time the guy punts the ball until the time you catch it and start returning. But once I catch it, I feel much better about it. And then after that, I can I can find my way, make a move. And then breaking that last line of defense, that's like no other feeling. And you can see the end zone. You just want to run through the end zone. Don't stop short of it. You want to run through it. Cavante, he always taught me to run to the back of the end zone because that way you scored and you have no doubt. So yeah, it's just a huge adrenaline rush, and it's one of the best feelings. You just got to handle it as it comes and don't try to overthink it, but at the same time, just have a plan in mind of what you're gonna do once you get it.
So just a couple more minutes here with you, Allie. Obviously, by winning this award means you had a standout season. Did you meet your expectations, or did you even exceed what you had in mind for last year?
Honestly, I completely exceeded every expectation. I feel like I'm a confident player myself. I'm confident in my abilities, but you can't imagine doing all these things in your first year. Big time football, being able to accomplish this many things. It's really unreal, and I can't say it enough. I'm just blessed. I thank the man above because none of this would be possible without him. But it all happened really fast, and now I know that these goals are obtainable, and that if I just keep working hard, I can keep going up and beyond. But it's the best feeling knowing that I was able to do these things when in the beginning, it may not have looked that way, but as I just stay the course. You can be blessed with more than what you thought was going to happen. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
And have you set your goals already for 2017, or not quite finished with them yet?
I have some special goals in mind. I don't want to just throw it all out there like that. I want to make sure I'm working and stay focused because I'm not satisfied. I still have some things I want to get to. Some team goals as well for my guys. Everything. They're a big part of what I do every day in and day out in practice. Just hanging out, getting to know those guys. They're a big part of everything that we do. So I appreciate those guys, and I'm just ready to reach those goals with them because I know they have goals too, but I want to help them get theirs as well.
Any of the individual ones you'd like to share at this time? Any numbers you've got in mind, or not just yet?
I want to at least take maybe three or four punt returns back to the house. But
well, those are some lofty numbers. Cavante put up a bunch, and Etaj Allen before him ran a bunch back for Ouachita, and I know that if you could get that number, then that'd leave Coach Knight and certainly Rex Nelson up there in the booth, mighty happy to call those returns.
Yes, sir. They would. I've heard Rex call those names up there, Mr. Nelson, and it's pretty incredible. He does a really good job. But yeah, they have set the bar high, and I want to get those goals. I want to reach those as well. I just know I have to keep working because they were extremely hard workers. So if I'm anywhere near their work ethic, then I think I have a chance.
Last thing here, Allie, before we let you go, with all these awards being voted on by Twitter, it takes a social media army to get behind a person to win. This is your chance to gloat on the Ouachita family that voted for you so frequently. So the floor is yours to thank everyone and anyone you may want to. So you can take it from here.
Right now, I just want to thank God again. God first over everything. He's blessed me to do some incredible things, and I appreciate that. I want to thank my family. They come to almost every game. the ones out of town, they may not be able to make too, but the ones that they can in state in Arkansas, they make sure they're there. So I appreciate them, my backbone, my support system. I want to thank all my teammates, all my friends, all the guys. They make me better every day. They keep me on my toes and don't let me slip up. They keep me in check. And thank my coaches, Coach Knight. Thank Coach Rogers, new dean of students at Ouachita. You recruited me. First game I seen him, he was like, "Yep, I want him." So that's my guy right there. And I'm just looking forward to continue to get better, continue to work hard. And I thank the Great American Conference for putting me in there, nominating me. Thank you guys, and I appreciate it.
I think you hit everybody. We look forward to see what you have in store here for 2017. See if you can't snag a excuse me, another Legacy Award following next year. So, Allie, congratulations on the success there last year, and best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it.